everyone, I'm Susan from Aurora on Wheels in Atlanta, and Brody has a funny joke to tell.
What do you call a dinosaur that is sleeping?
I don't know. What do you call a dinosaur that is sleeping?
A dino snore.
Good one. Did that make you laugh? In this video, you will learn all about jokes, what makes them funny, the best way to tell them, and even learn how to write your very own jokes to make your family and friends laugh. So get ready for Kate and Eli with Joke Telling 101.
We would love to hear your jokes, so please send a video to the email on the screen.
Thanks.
Bye.
Hello, Sunrise. My name is Kate, and I'm with Sunrise on Wheels in New York. Do you ever hear a funny joke and wish that you could tell a funny joke too? Well, today I'm going to teach you some of my favorite tips and tricks for writing and telling your own funny joke. My friend Eli is going to help us out. Eli?
Hi, I'm Eli, and I love telling jokes. I'm going to tell you a few jokes today, which will make you crack up.
Thanks, Eli. So let's start with this. What is a joke? Well, I would say that a joke is a kind of surprising idea or story meant to make us laugh. See, a joke has two parts. The first part is called a setup, and the second part is called a punchline. The setup tells the listener what they need to know so that they can get ready for the punchline. And the punchline is the super funny part. Here's an example. Eli?
What goes up and down and doesn't move? A staircase.
Good one, Eli. What goes up and down but doesn't move was the setup, and the answer, a staircase, was the punchline. You can think of a joke like T-ball. Why? Because the setup is like the T. It gets the ball ready, places the ball right in front of you, and then the punchline is the ball. It sits on top of the setup, ready to go out into the world because the T sets it up. And you hilarious joke teller, are the batter with the bat, ready to get that punchline out of the park, and the crowds go wild with laughter. But how can you make sure that your joke will be a home run? Well, when you tell a joke, make sure to speak slowly. Don't rush through it. Be proud of your joke. Be confident in it. Tell us the setup like it's just regular information, simple, ordinary information, and then really take your time before delivering the hilarious punchline. Surprise! And if you can, try not to laugh while you tell your joke. Save up all the laughter for after the punchline to keep it as surprising as possible. But have some fun. That way, you'll make sure that your entire joke is as surprising as it can be for the listener. And that's going to help you get a big laughing reaction. Remember, jokes should not be mean. The really super funny jokes make people feel happy and make us laugh and smile. So let's look at some jokes that you might know and break them down so we can understand them. This is going to help us write our own jokes. I have to warn you before we get silly. Sometimes when you look closely at all the different parts of a joke, the joke gets less funny because it's less and less surprising the closer you look at it. Uh-oh, I'm sorry about that. But I hope that you still like these jokes, even after we look closely at them, because understanding them is going to make you an even better joke writer and teller. Okay, here we go. Eli?
What's a dentist's favorite time? 2:30.
Good one, Eli. What's the setup? What's a dentist's favorite time? What's the punchline? 2:30. Why is it funny? Well, because 2:30 sounds like the time 2:30. This kind of joke is a pun because it's one word that sounds like another. And by meeting both things here, it can be surprising and make us laugh. Let's hear another joke from Eli. Eli?
Why did the chicken cross the road? To get to the other side.
Good one, Eli. Now that's funny because we expect something super clever and hard to figure out, but then it's just a simple idea. Of course that's why the chicken crossed the road, to get to the other side. The surprise is, there is no tricky surprise. How about this famous joke?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Banana.
Banana who?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Banana.
Banana who?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Banana.
Banana
Knock, knock.
who? Who's there?
Orange.
Orange who?
Aren't you glad I didn't say banana?
Nice one, Eli. Why is that joke funny? Well, we actually have a very long setup here. The setup almost seems like it has two other punchlines, but that's the surprising twist. We expect you to say banana again, because you've already said it 3 times, but now we surprise you with orange, and twist it with a play on the word orange and aren't sounding the same. Wow, so much going on in a joke about bananas and oranges. Phew! Now, why don't we practice writing one of our own jokes? And remember, when you tell your joke, make sure to take your time, Be confident and clear, and have fun with it. But where do you start? Sometimes you can start with a point you want to make, or something funny you notice in the world, or a word that has more than one meaning, or a theme or idea that you've been thinking about. Let's say that this week's theme just so happens to be Let's Get Silly. Maybe I want to write a joke about that. Well, here's one way to start. Sometimes I like to take a word that has two meanings and find the humor in playing with those words. The word silly also has the word sill in it, like a windowsill. So I could make that into a funny joke using a surprise. Let's have our friend Eli tell the joke. Eli?
Why did the windowsill tell a joke? Because it was feeling silly.
Good job, Eli. Now why is that funny? Because windowsills don't usually tell jokes silly, and we don't usually expect sill and silly to be combined in this way. Now let's say I want to tell a knock-knock joke. Knock, knock. Who's there? Let's get silly. Let's get silly who? Who gets silly, you ask? We all do. It's Let's Get Silly Week. Now why was that funny? I took the question, let's get silly who, and took it exactly as it sounded and answered it. So the funny twist was that I knew the listener might expect something so clever as a punchline, and instead I made it surprising. I just answered the question that they asked. Kind of like in the classic, why did the chicken cross the road? To get to the other side. It's that simple. Now, it's time to write your own jokes. I know it might seem scary, but I think you can do it. Can you come up with a punchline for this setup? For this, you'll need a pen or pencil, paper, your funny, wonderful mind. What did the cow say to the horse? Can you think of some punchlines to make your joke funny? Eli, what's your punchline?
What did the cow say to the horse? Hey, neighbor.
Did you come up with an idea for a punchline? If not, that's okay. You just have to practice, practice, practice. Here are a few ideas that I had. Eli said this one. What did the cow say to the horse? Hey, neighbor. It is funny because it surprises us with two words that sound the same. Neigh, what a horse would say, and neighbor, what the cow might call the horse. Here's another one. What did the cow say to the horse? Move over, because it surprises us with two words that sound the same. Moo, what a cow says, and move, what a cow might want to say to the horse. Here's another one. What did the cow say to the horse? Moo. It's surprising because it's just what a cow would say, and the twist is, there is no twist. Here's the final one. What did the cow say to the horse? Wow, I just learned to talk! It's surprising because the setup takes for granted that a cow could talk, but actually, that's a pretty funny idea. If you came up with a punchline, try telling your new joke to someone else out loud. The best way to write jokes is to practice. There are so many kinds of jokes out there. Practice writing them, practice telling them, practice making funny jokes even funnier by writing and rewriting them. Some writers like to carry a mini notebook and a pen or pencil with them so they can practice and write down joke ideas wherever they go. Sometimes the joke you write won't be very funny at first, but if you keep practicing, it's going to get easier and easier and more fun, and you'll figure out which jokes make you laugh the most. Remember, jokes should make us feel happy, so have some fun. Sending you smiles, laughter, and even more laughter, and a few jokes from my good friend Eli. Eli?
I have another joke to tell you before I leave. What's a parrot's favorite subject? Art. That's a joke I made up. I hope my jokes made you smile. I'm also writing a joke book, so make sure you check it out. Bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, excuse me, Fishy. I'm trying to say goodbye to my friends at sunrise. You're kind of getting in the way. Bye-bye.